very exciting afternoon in store for all of you. So we're coloring the Library of Congress purple. And we want to thank and welcome all our friends from Zooey who are here today because they're our co-hosts for this very exciting event with the stars of Harold and Purple Crayon, Zachary Levi, and Zooey Deschanel. Before we get to Zach and Zooey, I want to tell you that the Library of Congress is the largest library in the world. We have more than 178 million items. So yes, we are bigger than the British Library. I said that on the 4th of July, and I got bigger applause. So the papers, the items that are here at the library, you probably all think they're all historical documents and their books and their manuscripts. We're a whole lot more than that. So we have the papers, of course, of presidents like Washington and Lincoln and Jefferson, and history makers like Rosa Parks and Sigmund Freud and Frederick Douglass, and for Hamilton fans, yes, we have Alexander Hamilton's papers. But we have some fun stuff too. When Dr. Haley became Librarian of Congress, she really wanted to make the library not only accessible, but relatable to all Americans. So we'd like to show off some of our fun items, like tonight. So we have one of the largest collection of comic books. So yes, first, we showed Zach the very first Shazam comic book. One of the largest collections of maps, one of the largest collections of Bibles, of baseball memorabilia. But part of that collection, of course, is the first edition of Harold and Purple Crayons and the original drawings for the actual book. So we, as a treat for everyone, after today's event, we invite you to come up to the Woodall Pavilion, which is right next door, so you guys can see the first edition of Harold and Purple Crayon and also see the original drawings. So also, this is mostly all housekeeping. So before you leave, we want you to, if you haven't done it yet, write your questions for Zooey and Zach on a little card that my colleagues from the Library of Congress are handing out, and we'll ask those questions for you. Also, if you really love books, the Library of Congress hosts the National Book Festival. That is on Saturday, August 24th. Mark your calendar for less than a month away, so you can imagine we are ready. We are getting ready for it. So if you like historians, we have Doris Grace Goodwin. If you like novelists, we have James Patterson. But we also, of course, have books for young adults and children. We have Meg Medina. And one of our other featured authors is a good, our guest, our special guest this afternoon knows very well. We have Max Greenfield from Newbrook, at the Book Festival. So, again, we hope you enjoy the event this afternoon. I know you're not all here to listen to me talk about the library, so let me get to this afternoon. So, by the way, right after I introduce our guests, they'll be reading a part of the book, and right after they read parts of the book, we're going to show clips from the movie. And right after that, we'll have a conversation with Steve Kennedy from Fox 5. So, and you get to hear more about the episode. Okay, that's great. You know him. He was a superhero in Shazam. He was Finn Rider on Tangled. He was even an NFL football star, Kurt Warner. But my favorite Zach moment is when he played Chuck Murdoch's. And of course, you know her. She was the beautiful Jess Day from New Girl. Summer and 500 Days of Summer. Jovi with the holiday classic guys. Please welcome to the Library of Congress and to Washington, D.C., Zachary Levi and Zooey Deschanel.
Do they trust us with this?
I mean,
that's a lot to trust us with.
Let me ruin these books. This is official luck. Everybody.
We're going to read this book. It's not that long. We're not even reading excerpts. We're reading the whole damn thing. I hope you're okay with that. It's going to be 3 hours and 46 minutes.
We read very slowly.
We read very slowly.
Do you want me to hold it so you can read it?
Yeah, I do. Thank you. Can you see it? So small to you in the back, but you know it already. Okay. And I begin. That wasn't part of the book. Okay. One evening, after thinking it over for some time, not yet. Harold decided to go for a walk in the moonlight.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then, there wasn't any moon, and Harold needed a moon for a walk in the moonlight, obviously, and he needed something to walk on.
Ooh. What's gonna happen next?
This is giving me like big time kindergarten flashback. He made a long, straight path so he wouldn't get lost, and he set off on his walk, taking his big purple crayon with him. Still me. This is great.
The long.
Long. But he didn't seem to be getting anywhere on the long, straight path. So he left the path for a shortcut across a field, and the moon went with him.
Still you.
And still me. Well, I am Harold, after all. The shortcut led right to where Harold thought a forest ought to be. He didn't want to get lost in the woods, so he made a very small forest with just one tree in it. Wait,
Still you?
I feel like that was all supposed to be you reading that stuff.
Oh, maybe it was.
It was. Here, you take.
No, it's fine.
No.
It turned out to be an apple tree. The apples would be very tasty, Harold thought, when they got red. Oh, thank you. So he put a frightening dragon under the tree to guard the apples. It was a terribly frightening dragon. It even frightened Harold. He backed away, his hand holding the purple crayon shook. Suddenly he realized what was happening.
Yep. No, we saw him. But by then, Harold was over his head in an ocean. From a forest to an ocean. He came up, thinking fast, and in no time, he was climbing aboard a trim little boat. You gotta do what my grandma did.
No.
Anybody else have a grandma with a big tongue in the...
By the way, nobody do that. It's so not okay.
Not hygienic, anyway. Not hygienic.
Not after what happened.
So he quickly set sail. And the moon sailed along with him. What a great moon. After he had sailed long enough, Harold made land without much trouble. He stepped ashore on the beach, wondering where he was. The sandy beach reminded Harold of picnics, and the thought of picnics made him hungry. So he laid out a nice, simple picnic lunch. There was nothing but pie. But there were all 9 kinds of pie that Harold liked best. What were they? When Harold finished his picnic, there was quite a lot left. He hated to see so much delicious pie go to waste. So Harold left a very hungry moose and a deserving porcupine to finish it up. And off he went, looking for a hill to climb, to see where he was. Makes sense. Harold knew that the higher up he went, the farther he could see. So he decided to make the hill into a mountain. If he went high enough, he thought, he could see the window of his bedroom. He was tired, and he felt he ought to be getting to bed. He hoped he could see his bedroom window from the top of the mountain. But as he looked down over the other side, he slipped. And there wasn't any other side of the mountain. He was falling into thin air.
But luckily, he kept his wits and his purple crayon.
And he made a balloon. And he grabbed onto it.
Ooh, it says end.
Oh, that's the end. Cliffhanger! Yeah, we don't want to spoil it for you, but there's more.
There's more.
So, what happens there?
So much.
Find out.
So much.
Is that what we're gonna?
Oh no, you know what we're gonna see?
Because this is the same.
I know we went off
same,
script.
right?
Yeah, we went off script.
No, we didn't go off script.
We did. I mean, we did.
We just switched.
We
roles.
went off script in the sense that we used one book instead of two.
Well, that was.
And I read your lines and you read mine.
You are progressive.
But these are the things that happen at the Library of Congress that you can't predict. And so now, with that, we will introduce a clip
Yes. We
from
have
our
a couple.
films. From
I think we have a few clips.
clips. The clips.
The clip.
From the film.
One of them involves a lot of pies.
Harold and the Purple Crayon.
And I don't know what the other clip is.
I don't know what they are,
You
but
know what? We're gonna let that roll. We're gonna let that roll.
Surprise
We're gonna get
with
these
you.
books. All right.
And
Enjoy these clips. We'll be right back.